Welcome to the road to 1 million US dollars, and let's get right into the Bitcoin chart for today. As always, nothing in this video is going to be my personal opinion. I am only sharing the objective technical analysis and nothing more. So starting on the immediate short term for Bitcoin, because right here you can see that we have a confirmed bearish divergence in the charts as warned about in yesterday's video. Typically, this points towards us getting a break from all of this bullish price action we saw here recently on the shorter time frames, either in the form of some choppy sideways price action or potentially some bearish momentum. Now, so far, we have seen a little bit of bearish momentum, but something that is noteworthy about this bearish divergence here is that it typically plays out over the next 24 to 48 hours. So we now already have that first 24 hours already behind us, and therefore we are getting closer to potentially seeing that next move to the upside in the short term. Of course, for now, we're just making lower lows and lower highs on this 1 hour time frame. This is also why I have this green line in the chart at about 85.3k. If we break below this with candle closes, then we are undercutting this previous low right here, and that would actually change the market structure to be more bearish looking on the lower time frames, which is going to be a warning signal if you see that confirmed. Now moving on to the 2 hour time frame, because here we are still in that technical uptrend. Therefore, once again, we need to hold above these previous lows, but as a potentially early warning signal, you could also look towards this ascending trend line right here, which currently is sitting at 86.7, 86.8k. The most bullish setup right now is if we actually break through this Fibonacci golden pocket. This is also something I covered in yesterday's video. If we start breaking through this critical area of resistance, sitting as high as 88.7k, that is actually going to be the time when a bit more room to the upside is created, because the next Fibonacci level of resistance is already sitting at 90.4k. So to quickly summarize this short term, we do still have this bearish divergence in the charts for now, but if we start breaking this descending trend line, and on top of that, especially if we break through this 89k level, invalidating this bearish divergence, that would actually create more room to the upside for Bitcoin after that. And the bearish signal in the short term is if we break below 85.3k. Until then, right now in the immediate short term, we are just in a technical downtrend, as you can see right here, but zooming out to a bit higher time frame, the uptrend is still intact. And before I move on to the higher time frames, if this is confusing to you that there can be a difference between the different time frames, I highly recommend you check out my free trading course, which you can find on my website, rt1m.com. Simply type this into your search bar and you will find this page immediately, because in this free trading course, I teach you all the basics of technical analysis to help you understand, for example, topics like the difference between the different time frames. Now, zooming out to this 1 day time frame, first of all, with some support and resistance levels, we have now definitely confirmed this big area of previous resistance into an area of support, sitting from 87 all the way down to 85k, and the next area of resistance on this 1 day time frame is sitting from 90,000 all the way up to 92k. However, as I have talked about many times on the channel, guys, we are still bearish biased technically really until we break above 115.5k, but you could look for a break of this descending trend line, which currently is sitting at about 98k in the Bitcoin price. But even better, if we're really talking about the market structure here, would be if we see a break above this previous lower high at about 105k in the Bitcoin price. So once again, on this higher time frame, it will also take more time for me to actually flip bullish on the overall trend. So right now on the daily time frame, this is still in a technical downtrend, even while we got a bit of a retracement here on the lower time frames over the past couple days. So what does this mean for us trading this market right now? It means that this is a time which is more risky for people that are just holding spot Bitcoin, for example, because the trend is still down at the moment. However, for the short-term leverage traders in the market, this is actually a great time because there's a lot of volatility in the market. And of course, you can take advantage of short-term pumps like we have seen over the last couple of days. But unlike the spot traders, you can also take advantage of short-term dumps. So in the case that the Bitcoin price starts rolling over once again, you can then also take advantage of shorting the market there. Either way, the point is that so long as we are not breaking this descending trend line at the very least, then I am still bearish biased on the overall trend of Bitcoin, even if it means that I miss the Pico bottom in terms of a big swing position or something like that. That is not the the type of trader I am, so I don't mind missing the Pico bottom if it means that I get a higher probability setup sometime down the line. And meanwhile, I'm actually taking advantage of the volatility on the lower time frames by actually leverage trading Bitcoin. Next, moving on to the Bitcoin ETF flow tables. Yesterday, we saw a net outflow of about $150 million. And while this is a big outflow like we have seen recently, overall, this isn't really that big of a deal, considering that it isn't something massive like what we saw on the 20th of November, where we got close to $1 billion in net outflows for that single day of trading. So overall, not too much is going on here over the past 2 days that the Bitcoin ETFs were trading. Therefore, we are quickly going to move on to the Bitcoin liquidation heat map. And in the case you don't know, guys, typically the Bitcoin price gets attracted to where there is the most liquidity on this chart, which right now on this time frame is to the upside, although there is some short-term downside liquidity, which I will show you in just a second. However, there's a bunch of liquidity at 89K, even 94, and all the way as high as 98,000 as well. So these could become magnets for Bitcoin to get attracted to. However, like I said, there's also going to be some downside liquidity if we zoom into the shorter term. So on this 3-day time frame, we just took out a big level of liquidity to the upside here because we saw a lot of late short positions here that just got liquidated on that counter trend bounce on the lower time frames. And right now there is, like I said, upside liquidity at 89K. But on the lower time frame, most of the liquidity is actually to the downside, sitting as low as 85K. So what can you do with this information? Well, for example, if you zoom into this lower time frame, so long as we are not clearly breaking this descending trend line, breaking through that low time frame downtrend, then we are technically just trending towards taking out a bunch of liquidity down here. However, if we start breaking this and actually creating a new uptrend for Bitcoin on that lower time frame, that is the time that you can start looking towards that upside liquidity being grabbed. So either way, this has been today's market update. And before I close off today, I quickly want to point out that I have a massive campaign running with VPN right now, where you can get a 10% cashback on your deposit if you create your account with the link in the pinned comment below this video. So I highly recommend you guys go check this out. I personally trade on VPN as well as many people in my community. But regardless, if you do end up checking that out or not, thank you very much for watching once again, and I will see you tomorrow in the next one.